Hello, and welcome to the Movie Universe. I'm your host, Movie Fan. Today, I will be talking about Batman the Brave and the Bold. My friend Captain Imagination requested this, and I'll be honest, I've been itching to talk about this for a long time. So, Captain Imagination, this one's for you, buddy. Batman the Brave and the Bold was one of the best TV shows to come out of Cartoon Network back in 2008. It was so good it actually ran to 2011, giving it a good 3-year run. Although it should have went on for a lot longer, and I think we can all agree on that. The series was actually based off of a comic book series of the same name. And as we all know, there have been many versions of Batman throughout television history. But this one was very different. First off, they gave him the more classic traditional comic book look where they got that stiff brick-like chin. And unlike the other TV shows that had preceded it, this version of Batman, he is constantly teaming up with other DC characters. Now sure, in Justice League Unlimited, you see that happen all the time, but it was more broad than that. For this one, it's all about Batman, and in every episode, he teams up with a different DC character. And it wasn't the big names that you would expect, like Superman or Wonder Woman or Green Lantern. Instead, it would be some of the lesser-known and or forgotten ones, like Plastic Man, Black Canary, Metamorpho, Wildcat, and even Jonah Hex. Of course, there were times he teamed up with some well-known characters like the Flashes, and I mean all 3 versions of the Flash, from the original Flash to the more popular Flash that we all know, including Kid Flash. And there was quite a few episodes where he teamed up with Aquaman, and 2 where he worked together with Robin. And there was quite a few times that he teamed up with Green Arrow as well. And there was one episode where he did team up with Superman. And that is one of my favorite episodes because what they did was they took the Batman versus Superman concept, but they made it a lot better. A lot better than that movie, that's for sure. Because in this case, what happened was Superman got exposed to red kryptonite. And of course, Batman had to stop him, at least for a while, until it wore off. So he gets that mech suit and he battles Superman with a little help from Krypto, the Superdog, until the red kryptonite's effects wear off. And I will be honest, Batman does lose the fight in that one, but he wasn't trying to destroy Superman or beat him. He was just trying to keep him busy until it wore off, that's all. And I like that concept a lot better than the original comic book where Batman's old and pretty much he's gone mad and wants to beat Superman, and that way he's, just remembered for all time. And it's certainly a lot better than Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. And as always, what made this show great was the cast. Batman is voiced by Derek Bader. You would know him best as Oswald from The Drew Carey Show. But of course, we had a lot of great voice actors here, such as John DiMaggio, who plays Mr. Freeze. Everyone would know him as Bender from the hit series Futurama. Jeff Bennett plays the Joker and a few other characters. The one and only Tom Kenny plays Plastic Man. James Arnold Taylor is the voice to Green Arrow. And the late, great Gunnery Sergeant R. Lee Ermey is the voice to Wildcat. There was one other cool feature about this series that never really happened in any version that I've ever come across. For most of the series, you never saw Batman's face. But there is one episode where we finally see his face, and when we do, that moment just becomes really awesome because of the dramatic build-up towards it. Because all this time, he's just in costume. You never do see his face until this very moment. But there was a lot more than just that made this episode great. I'll tell you why in a minute, but first let's set the stage. Batman is confronted by Phantom Stranger and Spectre, who tell him that they can lead him to the man who killed his parents. Phantom Stranger takes him back in time to meet his parents face to face, that he sees the man who kills them later on. And with a little more detective work and some help from Phantom Stranger and Spectre, he learns that it was Joe Chill that killed his parents. He confronts him, to which he takes off his mask, showing us for the first time what he really looks like. And of course, Phantom Stranger and Spectre go into this whole Star Wars theme where Phantom Stranger is telling him that you can't kill him, that sort of thing, while Spectre's saying, basically, kill him. He knows who you are. You need to protect your secret. He killed your parents. You owe them vengeance. But of course, Batman refuses to kill him. because he's not a man of vengeance, he's a man of justice. Now that's the stage being set, and this is more important than you think, because what really made this episode great was the special cast of characters that were in it. Obviously, we got Derek Bader playing Batman, but we got quite a few more important characters here. Mark Hamill is the voice to Spectre, and as we all know, in Batman the Animated Series, he was the voice to Joker. And Phantom Stranger is played by Kevin Conroy, who we all remember played Batman in the animated series. And Thomas Wayne is played by the legendary Adam West. So here we basically have 3 generations of Batman and 1 legendary Joker. And the funny thing, when Spectre, who is played by Mark Hamill, is saying, "Kill him, he killed your parents," it's almost reminiscent to Star Wars when the Emperor is telling him, "Good. Let the rage flow through you. Kill Darth Vader." That's pretty much what's going on here. How awesome is that literally Mark Hamill is at the other end of that spectrum? But the most important thing here is we have all of these Batmen throughout history and 1 Joker all together in 1 episode. It is by far one of the best things to ever happen on television, and I highly doubt anything this good will ever happen again. If you've never seen Batman the Brave and the Bold, I suggest you look it up. Believe me, you are gonna love it. This is Movie Fan, signing off.